All right, 3 tips for pipeline generation. Tip number 1, if you're going to make outbound calls, make sure that you're calling people who answer the phone. Now that sounds kind of crazy, but on any given list, when you're prospecting, there's going to be 2 types of people: people who answer the phone and people who likely will not. The way the math works is that about 80% of your prospecting list who is likely to pick up the phone will pick up the phone within your first 5 attempts. 95% of that list is going to pick up within 10, and 98 or so is going to pick up within 15 attempts. So if you are using the phone to prospect, the 80-20 rules at play here: attempt your list up to 5 times. And if they haven't really picked up, you may want to start to try other channels to engage those prospects. If you also take a look at those who, when you're calling, if they record their name in their voicemail versus if they don't, they're going to be about 2 times more likely to pick up the phone. So if you're prospecting, you want to call those who are most likely to pick up the phone first. That includes folks who've recorded their name in their voicemail, and of course, those who've picked up the phone in the past, if you can grab those. Tip number 2, know exactly what to say when you actually get people on the phone. So if you are prospecting and you're looking for pipeline generation, you finally get somebody on the phone, don't wing it. Have a call script or a framework that you can leverage that keeps your message consistent and keeps you confident in your process. Now, this is really important. A lot of folks want to wing it. It's not just about the opener. Literally having a framework for the words, phrases, and sentences that you might use throughout the sales conversation, especially the first sales conversation. But I'd recommend this all the way through the entire sales process. Some great call frameworks to look into. Certainly, back in the day, I leveraged the Connect and Sell breakthrough script, which gave a very simple introduction and possibility to get through to a meeting with an expansion statement. You can look up 5 sentences that will change your life, article by Chris Beal. Another one to look up is The Art of Cold Calling by Townsend Wardlaw. That particular one performs about 2 times greater than the Connect and Sell breakthrough script. Both of them will help you stay consistent and confident with your messaging. Tip 3, follow up. Most reps will give up after their very first connect or response with a not interested, not me, maybe even an unsubscribe. Especially when making calls, this piggybacks on tip 1. If you call people who've picked up before, you're going to have a higher connect rate. So the follow-up already gets you into more conversations faster, generating more pipeline. But a lot of times, that very first connection was just terrible timing. And so if you follow up, you're going to give your opportunity to have more conversations faster, and your conversion rate's going to increase. Make sure to take notes around phraseology that's being used in your initial conversation, whether it's good or bad. When you follow up, you can leverage that information to take your conversation further along in the sales process. So 3 tips today: call people who answer the phone, know exactly what to say, and don't forget to follow up.